Welcome to another episode of Limetree Labs Confidential.
Exposing the secrets of SMB technology.
Yes. So, before we talk about our subject, I guess it's a subject, is it? Do you say
Topic?
Topic. Yeah. Which is funny because there you go. That's how much my education helped me.
I mean, it's both.
Well, okay. We'll say topic. We really like to help small to medium businesses out there, organizations, to improve their technology and really know what to do. So we're trying to be give the inside story,
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know in the first episode if we did or not, but just to maybe do it again, but maybe not. Maybe talk about who we are a little bit. So my name is Bobby Lind, MBA. No, I shouldn't say that. We had I think they might still be a client, but she's very irritated that I put MBA by my name. So,
Really?
yeah. But she likes me.
But she had stuff by her name, I bet.
Oh yeah. No, she did. Yeah.
That was worthy of being by the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But we started. Go ahead. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah. I'm Chad Mazak.
Yeah.
I have no commas.
There you go.
I have no middle initial either.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Nothing.
Now I have a middle initial, but I don't talk about it because my middle name is Leroy, and I just do not like it.
Actually, Leroy's kind of cool now.
Is it now?
Well,
When I was growing up, it was not cool. Bobby Leroy Lind was not cool.
It was
Yeah.
a while ago. I've aged out of that era.
Yeah.
It was a great meme, Leroy Jenkins.
Well, I don't know why my parents gave it
Leroy.
to me, but I've never liked it. But
Yeah, I think it's coming back.
there it is. Growing up, I had to deal with that as a middle name. Also, my family, we have Polish background.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a family, somewhere in the family tree, Wojciechowski.
Mm-hmm.
But so in the 80s, there was these jokes that went around. And I didn't like it as a child. I'm like, talk about some other.
A little sensitive to names.
I didn't like it. So Chad Mazak and I and our other founder, Andrea, started Limetree Labs, an MSP, managed service provider, IT service. We started off just doing the IT service, but then we had clients coming to us saying, can you do phones and copier printers too and cybersecurity? Because, we're getting terrible service. So we added that in too. So now Limetree Labs does all of it.
We had a lot of customers come and saying, hey, can you fix my phones? And we're like, we didn't sell you your phones and we don't have access to your phones.
Yeah.
Well, can you fix them anyway? Because nobody else will.
Right. So,
So we had to start fixing them.
So that's our background. Chad now lives in Greensburg, Indiana, and is sadly a Colts fan.
I mean, I'm acclimating. I'll always be a BSU fan.
Okay.
But I'm not abandoning any NFL team to become a Colts fan.
Okay. Well, that's
an
true.
important
That's
thing.
true. You really didn't have one. So
I'm not a bandwagoner here. It's my first opportunity to actually support an NFL team.
That's true.
Within 300 miles of me.
That's true. I'm a diehard Seahawks fan, but we both are big fans of BSU.
That's right.
Boise State University.
Boise State
Broncos, who got into the college football playoff.
That's right. The least of their major college football achievements, I would say.
Yeah, I would say too. I mean, BSU's had some huge accomplishments. Yeah. You know who didn't get into the college football playoff last year?
Who's that?
BYU. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just saying. And
do you know who won't get into the college football playoff this year?
Who? Don't say it.
I'm not saying it.
I know we probably won't.
Have any changes been official?
No. It's going to be. I think it's going to be the same format this year.
Oh,
so there's still
really?
Yeah. So a group of five team can still get in this year. I think they will change it eventually, but so there's a shot.
There's a shot. We'll see.
There's a shot.
We'll see who shows up.
Yeah, exactly. There's a shot.
It's a little rough right now for Boise State.
Yeah.
But
We played Penn State. Absolutely would have won if we would have thrown the ball a little bit more, but they got lucky. Penn State. Sorry.
Penn State, come on.
Yeah. So, that's a little bit about us, and very excited to talk about this topic today.
Yes, hot topic.
Very hot.
The hottest of hot topics.
It is a hot pocket. Hot pocket. It's very, very hot pocket. Very hot topic, and everyone talks about it. Now, you and I were talking earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, about the inflection point thing.
Yeah.
Theory. Is that what it is? That the proper? Yeah.
I think inflection point's one of the ways it's put. Definitely.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about AI today. AI and what it means to small to medium businesses.
Yeah. I mean, this podcast is about small and medium business.
Yes.
And
we
by
want
the
to
way,
help them.
in this country, there's not enough for small and medium business. There's not enough of everything.
I agree.
Too much in technology.
Yep.
Is driven by enterprise. And when I say too much, I mean, obviously there's big money there.
Yeah.
But SMB as a segment of the U.S. economy, as a thing is overlooked. And we know that because
it drives it.
Yeah. What we do as an MSP.
Yeah.
MSP is synonymous with IT for SMBs. I mean, it all goes together, right?
It goes hand in hand.
The fraction, there are people who call themselves MSPs, companies that deal with enterprise customers. They're not really MSPs anymore.
Right.
Hate to break it to you. Good for you, by the way.
Right.
Great gig if you can get it.
Yeah.
But you're not.
You're not.
Because what SMB is what almost all small businesses of a certain range.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned it in our last podcast.
Yep.
10 employees or 300 employees, somewhere in that range.
Yep.
They have a lot in common.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if some of them, are in manufacturing.
Yeah.
And others are attorneys.
Right.
They actually have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Both on the IT side of things, and also in a lot of the other side of things when it comes to having a business. So anyway, that's what we focus on.
Yeah.
So AI for SMBs.
Yeah. So there's going to be a robot, right, that's going to do laundry for you, pull the weeds, mow the lawn. That's not, were you talking about that?
It's
robot?
Funny. I mean,
a robot to do.
Hey, you know me. I'm.
Yeah.
I love this stuff.
Yeah.
The fact is that the technology behind what is now being called AI.
Yeah.
It actually will be an important part of those things.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not happening today in any scale that an SMB needs to worry about.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the future. Doesn't mean it's not going to be potentially disruptive. I don't know if there's going to be a displacement of the people who vacuum the poop out of your yard, your dog poop, by robots that do it. There might be.
Right.
That's not really what we're talking about. What we're talking about is the available AI technologies that small businesses can start to use now or explore right now or in the very near future.
Yeah.
Now being summer 2025.
Yeah. What can they use today? What can they use soon down the road?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I think it is very confusing. People just hear AI. We also are in the software space. We also have a SaaS company we own and work with. And, it's just, you slap an AI sticker on it and people are just clamoring for it. I get it. Like, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, they're still not clear messaging around that about what they need. That's why I bring up the robot, right? Like,
you're right.
Like, well, how does it work in the business? Like, it's so funny. I went to a big conference a few weeks ago and they brought out one of the dog robot things, which we've seen for a lot of years now.
Right.
Like, I mean, they still bring it out like it's like we've been seeing those for, 10 years now, 10, 15 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah. And then they brought out another one ever, but it was kind of funny because it totally missed one of the commands it was supposed to do. It was like, I was like, oh, yeah. But, AI in business. So Let me give you something I heard the other day. So it is coming. We've been told it's coming. We've been told that
some of it is here.
Yep, some of
That's
it's
kind
here.
of the cool thing about 2025.
Yeah,
some of it's here.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of it's coming.
yeah. So I'll bring up some stuff I've heard, and you can give us that good technical, advice to it and everything else. So yeah, we've been told like we're going to be helping people deploy AI in their business and what it does and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, one thing we heard was Carla Carla's somebody we work with.
Yep.
She comes over, she says, hey, I just got a text or a message from this client, and they're putting info into ChatGPT.
Yep.
And it's I got to be careful I say this. It was may or may not have been sensitive information.
Right. They're wondering about it.
Yeah, they're wondering about it, using it, and they're like, "Is that okay? Should we use it? Whatever." And I mean, the answer was like, "No, not for what you. But again, I'm saying this because it's starting. People are starting to be like, "Oh, I can use AI for this and this and this," and how does it help? So, I'm trying to think of for small to medium businesses, like where's it at right now?
Great question. I've been having conversations with our customers about this too, of course.
Yeah.
And the biggest general takeaway, middle of 2025, I can say is this is the year useful AI tools that are reasonably priced and with reasonable security assurances, and I'll touch on what the assurances mean, are now available to small businesses. I mean, really.
Yeah.
There was definitely things in 2024.
Yeah.
Early 2024, we're trying some of them, demoing some of them. But of course, the year 2024 was the year of incredible growth in proficiency.
Yeah.
Right. But you see how the rollout of the different ChatGPT models, Anthropic, and all the major players. And that's continuing. That hasn't stopped. We've just actually passed the threshold where stuff becomes more useful. So just 2 days ago, XAI rolled out their latest Grok 4, and it's better at this and that and the other, and all the companies are doing this. So where we're at now is you can go to Microsoft, and you can pay them a good chunk of money every month. Actually, their most expensive single SKU'd product that an SMB would probably ever use.
Yep.
And you can enable a pretty powerful tool.
Yeah.
Copilot for Microsoft 365.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's still definitely, on the one hand, it's still definitely in the development stages. You can see that in a lot of places. On the other hand, it is useful.
Yeah.
And when you pay for this, you enable a ChatGPT model. It is based on ChatGPT, but one that is tuned to work with your data that's in your Microsoft 365 tenant. That's ready right now.
And secure.
Now, so here's the caveat.
Yeah.
This is the answer we give to our customers. If you want to know what the AI is going to do with the data you put into it, you have to look at the terms of service with the product you're using.
Yeah.
They're typically going to try to spell that out and assuage your fears, because what I told a customer just the other day was 2024 was the year of businesses freaking out that AI is going to steal sensitive data.
Right.
2025 is the year of businesses saying, man, I really don't want to miss out. How do I make sure that doesn't happen? Right.
Yeah.
We had customers in 2024 saying, oh, how do we turn all this off?
Yeah.
That tune has changed.
Yeah.
Businesses understand it's time to use these products, start learning to use them. So if you're paying for a product, typically you're going to have assurances from that product. If it's one of the business versions of ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Gemini, these different models, if you're paying for them for business uses, typically they will be giving you assurances that they're not training off the data you put in. They're not scraping the data you give the model access to learn. And I would throw out there that there is this kind of insidious side to making AI models that does have to do with getting all the data they can get their grubby little hands on.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
It's true.
But but they firewalled that off from
Yes.
business offerings, because otherwise businesses aren't going to want to use them.
Right.
And that has really proven out. Again,
Yeah.
so many customers are asking that question now.
Yep.
Go look at the terms of service. Now, we're not going to guarantee it because the way AI works,
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
You can ask us, your IT provider,
Yeah.
hey, does so-and-so have access to this file? And we can look at your system and we can be completely confident this employee does or this employee does not have access to that file.
Right.
It's clean cut IT.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
Yeah.
It's not the way these models work.
Right.
With no clue, absolutely no clue
Right.
if that model is actually doing what they say they're going to do. Now, if you're using Microsoft, one would assume they're going to try to avoid what would turn into an incredible lawsuit
Yeah.
if they were breaking those terms of service.
Sure.
That's the only assurance we can give our customers
Yeah.
because we can't look under the hood.
Yeah. And I do think though that, and you're just going to be left behind.
That's
And it's not a defeatist comment or attitude, or I mean, you're just going to be left behind. You've got to figure out how to use AI and the tools in your organization. And I mean, you can say no, I don't, want to, but yeah, you're gonna have less of a competitive advantage. Absolutely.
and that's only going to
Yep.
grow.
Yep.
The longer you wait and avoid it,
Yeah.
depending on what your business is, it
Yeah.
could grow slow or it could grow fast, but it's going to grow.
Yeah. So this is what I would say to businesses out there is start using these tools. Get with your MSP or IT service provider to help you. If you don't have one, get one.
Get one.
And then start using these tools. And Copilot's a great place to start. Start using Copilot. Figure out how that works. Quit, start today. Start using these AI tools and learning them, because there is going to be a learning curve and all this kind of stuff.
There is.
But you don't want to be behind,
Yeah. Right now, the number one gap in AI technology being used by small businesses is not the technology itself. It's simply the lack of understanding the use cases for it.
Mm-hmm.
And what you just said is the best way to start bridging that gap.
Boy, that is actually pretty profound what you just said, because that's when we started this discussion off, that was a great way to put it, is I think that's the thing. People are confused of, where to use it, how to use it in that sense, and so, yeah, getting started in it is your best bet. And I definitely see it already in, I would say from where I've seen it is just in written form, whether it's emails or templates created or things done. It sounds way better than the person would have done themselves. And the person has totally admitted that. And I, even if they didn't, I'd be like, so it's being used in that type of fashion, whether that's an email or a letter or something like that, or questions or, this and that. And I mean, not that you should always work with good attorneys and consult attorneys, but there's different forms that it's out there. So, but that, that's just the surface part of it.
It is.
Really get it into your org. Can mean much more, higher level.
Well, let's talk about what the use case that you just gave, which you're right. It's one of the most surface level use cases.
Yeah.
A lot of people have tried that by now.
Yep.
Jump on ChatGPT for free.
Yep.
Write an email for me. Grammar check my email. Do whatever.
Right.
One of the great things, though, when you actually go to some of these business offerings like Microsoft Copilot.
Yep.
This is just my personal opinion. What I see AI as being the most useful for in its current state is not replacing human interaction, but empowering it.
Yes.
What I mean by that is I have not yet seen an AI agent that I would want to replace one of my technicians talking
right
to a customer. I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons for that.
Yeah.
But that said, I've seen plenty of ways you can really make that communication with the customer super easy, like you said, cleaned up, more professional, faster, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's really easy with the paid for products because let's say for Copilot, for example, with email, you don't have to take the generic kind of super generalized email that it's going to generate.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, Copilot, look at all my emails from this year.
Yeah.
And you can make an agent that will write emails the way you write emails.
Right.
Now, it's probably not going to misspell as much as you do, right?
Right.
It's not going to, but it's going to actually take the tone that you use.
Yes.
So when you generate this email to help you out, when you open it up and say draft reply with Copilot,
Yeah.
what you put in there is much closer to what you actually wanted to say.
So you get an email from somebody.
Yep.
And in responding to them, you in Copilot say, respond to this email.
Right. Draft a response.
Draft a response. That's all you do.
Yep.
You're done. And it does it?
It does it. And you probably want to look that over.
Well, yeah. But you know what? Eventually you won't.
Maybe. I mean, that's the whole point. The goal is.
But that's why you got to start now, though.
Right.
That's why you got to start now. Because you start now. Because I'll just say it. Eventually you won't. You will not. Eventually your inbox will be managed by like Copilot or AI.
Have you heard?
It will be managed.
Have you heard about what happens when you point two AI systems at each other and have them start talking? There have been some interesting things.
I have heard a little bit about this, but keep going. Yeah.
Well, in one of the cases, the AIs stopped talking in English.
Oh, I did. Yes.
And they started talking in something that the researchers couldn't even understand what they're doing because it was way more efficient for them, right? To exchange information. So, you're right. There's going to be systems that start to come into place.
Yeah.
We've been down on email for a long time, by the way.
Sure. We think email is just.
So what you're saying is definitely true in the sense that it's very possible, and you can already start to do this with Copilot.
Yeah.
I think that's got a little ways to go, but you don't have to necessarily read your emails.
Right.
You can have Copilot read them for you.
Yes.
Put them in the archive folder, and then give you summaries of things that you think, that you've trained it.
Yeah.
I want to know about these kinds of things.
Yeah.
I don't care about spam.
Right.
And you can translate your incoming emails through Copilot into summaries.
Yes. And now we're just talking email. Like there's
That's
going to be a
email.
lot of other things.
Well, let's talk about other things you can do with Copilot outside email. Email is a big one.
Yep.
But another really great thing about Copilot when you pay for it, Mike, which I just gotta get this out there. This is confusing for businesses.
Yeah.
Microsoft likes to call lots of different things by the same name.
Right.
Confuse the hell out of you.
Yep.
There's Microsoft Copilot for Windows. That's an app that's built into Windows.
Right.
That's it.
Yep.
And that app that's built into Windows, it's basically ChatGPT. That's what it is. Just the same, not the same, pretty close that you just go to if you just go to OpenAI.
Yep.
Then there is Copilot that's inside Microsoft 365 or Office 365.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the one that is in the Windows app.
Yeah.
But it's not the one that's in the Windows app.
Right.
You get access to that if you have Microsoft 365.
The license. Copilot.
The normal one.
Oh, the normal. Okay.
But that's called Copilot.
Okay.
Then if you pay for Copilot for 365, you get a business version that is much more capable.
Yes.
So I just want to throw that out there, that you've got up to 3 Copilots on your Windows.
3 different things.
Make sure you're.
But I'm telling you, the last one, everyone should be doing.
That's the one.
Everyone should be doing it today. Do it. Get in there. Get use.
That's what gives you the Copilot button in Outlook.
Yep.
Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Oh, I mean,
and I don't
generate a PowerPoint quick.
Yep.
Copilot's good for that.
Yep. And if people are saying, well, it's expensive. No. You not learning AI,
that's more expensive.
Oh, it's going to kill you.
Get at least one.
You better
get
start
at least one license for your.
Yeah.
Get at least one.
Yeah.
To start and give it to the person that you think, I think this job role might benefit from this.
Yeah. Don't bury your head in the sand on this one. Inflection point. So, which I don't. We'll kind of beat this one out a little bit because I think to say that we're not totally aligned on this one's not accurate, but I don't know. Let's just talk about this. So inflection point we were talking about earlier today too, and because there's inflection points. I had a stupid example, but you probably can give a better one. But a stupid example would be like a wrench. Hey, this at the height of this wrench, it's going to do everything. It's going to fix every household item. It's going to, it's going to be the solution for every problem. And then, oh, wait a minute, it doesn't fix this or it doesn't fix that. And it comes down till, well, this wrench does these 5 things really good. It fixes these 5 things really well. Not so much the other stuff. So it's going to, it's going to do that.
Let's solidify it around.
Yeah. So you could think of a better example of that, a more intelligent example. But the last thing I want to say before you give a better example is, I would say, though, the thing with that whole theory, which I've always subscribed to, is that the wrench isn't making itself better, though.
Oh, I get.
And AI is continually making itself better. So don't people should not sleep on AI. But go ahead if you got a better example.
I'm not an AI developer. That's not what we're in the business of. It is incredibly complicated, competitive. You may have heard Sam Altman claiming that Meta is offering literally millions of dollars trying to poach talent.
Oh, right.
It's heated up.
Yeah.
And these people are deep in the weeds. I do know some things from some of these people who talk about it, who develop AI and talk about it publicly. Yeah. Some of the things are, they're trying lots of things.
Yeah.
Some of them end up working really well and some of them don't.
Yeah.
And so they've been iterating on all the things that work really well. There's this notion that you're going to be able to get AI to train a better AI.
Yeah.
Right now, we are still in the phase where they're training better AI by taking the neural networks and what they're trained on and the number of associations in the neural networks and just making them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
And it is working.
Yeah.
But there is absolutely another area of research that if it pays off, the AI that you built does help train the next AI model to be better at what you're wanting it to do than a human being can do, or that your methods can do. Essentially, there's a notion that AIs will be able to continually train themselves. If that does happen, that's kind of the inflection point.
Okay.
Where that becomes a self-building tool, and we potentially don't know the limits of how good it can get.
Yes. I would say this. Well, I wouldn't say this. I would actually ask you, even when you're using the agent in Copilot, though, there is a bit of learning that's going on, right? It's learning
there's
right?
contextual learning,
but it's still improving.
It's improving. It's true. One of the challenges with AI that they are continually making better, though.
Yeah.
But one of the challenges is that part of learning there's some hard limits to.
Sure, but it's still learning.
It does learn.
Yeah.
And when you buy Copilot, the biggest single thing you get from the paid for version.
Yeah.
So when you go into it, up at the top,
there's
2 tabs.
Yeah.
One says web.
Yeah.
That acts like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Information available to the general public is used to answer your questions.
Yeah.
But then you click the other tab,
and
it says, I believe it says work.
Yeah.
Now it has access to the data inside your organization.
Yeah.
Outlook, SharePoint.
Yeah.
Your OneNote files.
Yeah.
I went over to work. I asked it to build me a script to do a specific thing. It gave me a script. I looked at the script and said, boy, that looks great. That's actually exactly how I would want my script. And I noticed where it got the info. It got it from my OneNote from 4 years ago. I had written the script 4 years ago.
You told me this before. Yeah, you told me this before. And I find this fascinating.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating because, the fact is, it's like that. Just to be able to pull that up, like you would have never pulled that up. And so it's not even about the learning or the mystery behind it. It's about the efficiency and the usefulness of work as we know it today.
Yes. And in that way, you're right. It can absolutely, even the current model can daily be more and more useful because of the data you're making available to it and its ability to sort through that data. Many years ago, I worked at HP. And in the department I worked, I just remember it being so difficult to find information. I mean, this was like
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to a coworker, boy, I wish I could just point Google
Yeah.
at our internal stuff and
Right.
Google it, right?
Right.
Because that would be way better
Right.
than I can search and find
Yeah.
stuff right now.
Right.
Well, this is kind of like that, except it's even better than Google, right?
It is. Yeah.
You're pointing Google at your internal stuff, and you're Googling it, but
Yeah.
you're not Googling the web. You're Googling all your company information.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yeah. And again, for me, this topic, this podcast, whatever, like, I hope a whole bunch of businesses hear this, because you need to get rolling with this now. It's going to pick up speed so quickly. And again, I'm not talking about robots taking over the world and killing us. I'm not talking about weird sci-fi stuff. I'm just talking about how everyone gets their work done.
Yes.
Every day. The business you own is going to, well, I'll say this, it's going to change in ways right now today we don't even know.
That's absolutely the case.
So 6 months from now,
nobody knows. Nobody knows what somebody is going to figure out in your industry to use AI for next week.
But
somebody's going to figure something out.
Yes, but if you don't get started today, you're going to be behind.
Yes.
And it actually could be a critical problem for you.
It could, and I keep talking about Microsoft 365, not because it's the biggest or the best or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to AI technologies in the enterprise space, things are going nuts.
Yeah.
Apps are being built daily.
Yep.
Apps are being built to build apps with AI.
Yeah.
AIs are being built to manage apps.
Yeah.
All these things are happening. That's a whole other world.
Yeah.
If you're a small or medium business, you're asking yourself, well, how can I actually use it with the stuff I do today?
Right.
And the interface for that is Microsoft.
Right.
Because you're probably already using Microsoft 365.
Yes.
And if you don't have your data in it, you can probably put a lot of data in it really quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that means you can actually start using this
Yeah.
on your computer
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to go learn
Yeah.
this thing or that thing or a web portal or plug stuff in. You just start using it.
Yeah.
And just like you said, I mean, let's throw some other just general use cases out there that every small business can use immediately.
Yeah.
Ask it questions on how to do things.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to get really good responses.
Yeah.
I want to know how to use Excel to figure out this thing from this data.
Right.
Well, in Copilot, in Excel, you click the Copilot icon and you ask.
Yeah.
And maybe it can do it for you, or at least give you good instructions.
Right.
Hey, I can't remember if I ever got this information.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Copilot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got that information last year. It's in your OneDrive.
Right.
These are things that take zero effort.
Right.
You just use it, ask it.
Yep.
And you can start doing that today.
Yep. And they got to get started on it. And again, it's just one of those things. Now, I don't think you and I have talked about this yet, but I'm excited about this. It's I don't know if I should be talking about it, but a person that I just really respect, Matt Newbill's his name, is amazing person with a whole bunch of stuff, technology, everything else. But he's actually has talked about coming up with something to put out to all these businesses to say, hey, reach out to us. We'll come and show you exactly how to get AI going in your business, which is a little bit different. Like, yeah, you should have a IT provider, MSP, you should have that, but this is almost like a call out,
Right.
And we'll come and show you. We'll come and show you and train you that. But
well, these are the next steps.
These are the next steps. Yeah.
I mean, your business, you're listening to a podcast about business technology, so you're probably using a fair bit of technology in your business.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to know, well, how can I make AI talk to this?
Yeah.
How can I make AI talk to these two things and let them communicate?
Right.
There's a lot of use cases that are going to be enabled.
Yeah.
That weren't possible before with just the lightest of development help. Right.
Yeah.
That's a very strong.
Well, we've talked about training an organization. I brought up a software product I'm looking at, and that software product is is based around AI,
Right.
you know, and helping you with training and stuff and all that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should throw one more thing out there for small businesses about AI, though, that you just
Yeah.
mentioned. And I know the one you're talking about, and it does have those technologies. And then I see AI waffle maker,
right,
you know, AI tennis shoes.
right,
Just be aware
yeah.
that
There's a bit of a hooey gooey out there, right?
incredible marketing buzzword.
There's
I
hooey
saw-
gooey, and yeah,
I saw a certain MSP IT company that you know very well,
yeah,
the leading AI powered platform, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Your platform has, you can't put a chat GPT window
yeah,
in your 25-year-old application
right.
and say you're AI powered. But you're right. There are some incredibly actually
Yeah.
AI integrated stuff coming up.
I'm really glad you bring that up because, yes, I think there needs to be caution.
Yes.
I think you need to work with trusted people through this. And also, I think that although getting into some of this stuff on your own and just looking at it is fine, I actually think you do need a guide for this. You need a guide to take you through this. And I think any investment you make is going to be, you know, big return, you know.
Oh, it's true. And, you know, going back to Copilot, it's a great starting point for businesses. It can
Yeah.
make a lot of sense for some. For other use cases, it's going to be cost prohibitive. For other
Yeah.
use cases, it's not
Sure,
going to fit.
sure.
There's going to be much better fits
Yeah.
out there. And you don't want to waste a bunch of time.
Yeah.
Also, you know, it is a generalized tool.
Yeah.
You might need a specialized AI tool.
Sure.
And one of the other things about AI systems, you know, the things that most people are familiar with, they are generalized systems.
yeah.
And there's a lot of specialty models being built.
Yeah.
And models that allow you to build your own specialty model.
Yeah.
Because one of the things about AI is you train your model on data.
Yeah.
And on the one hand, if you give it more and more and more data,
Yeah.
it can kind of do more and more things.
Yeah.
But it also is less specifically good at some things.
Right.
It's kind of like if you train a medical AI agent on everything on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
probably going to be less accurate than if you just train it on medical information.
Right.
It's going to get overloaded with
Yeah.
associations that
Sure,
it's finding
sure,
on
yeah.
Facebook
Yeah.
that
No,
are probably
absolutely.
not good, right? So there's a lot of work that goes into it. There's a lot of specialization. That's another area your business really might need some
Yeah.
help with.
Yeah. You know, and just, you know, fun things around AI too, as well, is like, you know, or just the future in general. I just think it's going to be very interesting. So, you know, it relates to all business and different things. But I remember thinking, I remember this is what, probably 7-8 years ago or something. I remember I was having a discussion with a painting contractor, and I said, you know, if I was you, I would learn how to use drone technology
Mm-hmm.
with AI to paint a house. You know, I mean, those type of things I believe are coming.
Mm-hmm. No, they are.
You know, I mean, and so the world is going to change. I mean, again, this is, I think there's other examples people have brought up. Industrial Revolution, all these other different moments in time, you know, I mean, kind of related, you know, the inflection point, all these things that have come up. And I think I'm inherently a little bit of a skeptic, a little bit, you know, but for me, AI is different than any of them.
You are completely right.
And it is going to where we've said, oh, well, this thing is, you know, was supposed to be here, but really, you know, instead of 100 things, it only does 10 things, or like if things fizzle or this and that. Like, I think it's like, well, it was supposed to be, AI is supposed to do 100 things. It does 10 million things. Like, I think it's going to be the biggest change. And I mean, I'm not saying anything profound here, but I do think there actually is some people who would disagree, but I think it's going to profoundly change this world. I mean, we can't even imagine. And so I don't think burying your head in the sand is any good. You know, start learning AI, start getting into it. start using it, start figuring it out.
Yeah.
I would just say that's because you're either going to, because if you get behind, you know, I think it'll be tough.
You're totally right. And there's going to be the general public use of AI.
Yeah.
And if you don't at least meet that threshold,
Yeah.
then you will be the wagon wheel maker.
Yeah.
And someday nobody will want your wagon wheel.
Right.
I mean, that's just what's going to happen.
Right.
It doesn't mean you have to become a technologist, become the world's greatest expert on AI.
Right.
But you're going to, at least, like you said, don't ignore it.
Yeah.
Right. If you ignore the fact that, you know, you can cook in electric ovens
Yeah.
to make pizza or whatever,
Yeah.
and you're still using coal, then,
Yeah.
you know, you got to come up with an analogy that helps you understand that.
Yeah.
But you are right, though, that the world's about to change. And there's something very unique about AI. You're totally right that there's not ever been something that works this way.
Yeah.
Think about a fly.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do? Well, they fly around and they can be upside down and you can't sneak up on them and all these things. And they're really good, but their brain is just a needlehead.
Right.
But their brain's specialized. It's good at doing that.
Right.
One of the things is the way people are understanding AI right now
Yeah.
is all the big model exposure.
Yeah.
Pretty good at lots of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the ultimate promise.
Right.
The ultimate promise that maybe could happen is a big model that's good at that's superhuman at everything. That's potentially possible.
Right.
But one thing that we know is possible, they're doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Specific, efficient models that are really, really good at a smaller subset of things. So the thing that you just talked about, a drone painting a house,
Yeah.
right? ChatGPT is not going to paint a house,
Right.
but you can build a model that runs on very low power hardware,
Yeah.
and it can't run whatever program,
Yeah.
but it can do what you trained it to do
Yeah.
on a tiny amount of power,
Yeah.
on a tiny little integrated circuit that doesn't cost anything to make,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And suddenly, like the robots you're talking about, suddenly, these things we've been seeing, why the things that make the robots move haven't needed a ton of improvement, the actuators, the motor stuff.
Right.
How do you make the robots stand up and not fall over?
Yeah.
We're working on that for 50 years.
Right.
And in the last 3 years, that's completely,
Yeah.
now it's how do we make the robot make an omelet? I mean, we're really
Well,
close.
yeah, the human hand has 27 movements. And right now today, a robot can do 22.
There you go.
It's pretty close.
And, you know, people, it's a little contentious right now between Waymo and Tesla and
Yep.
self-driving.
Yep.
But, you know, the fact is, human eyeballs are all we
Yep.
use to
Yep.
drive.
Yep.
More or less.
Yeah.
To interpret, am I going to hit something? And, there's a glare on that sign and I didn't see the red light and I ran it. Yeah, maybe that could keep happening with AI.
Yeah.
But we're getting really close to where, just the cameras and an
Yeah.
AI model
Yeah.
drives as good or better as a human.
Yeah.
And I have not seen a compelling argument why that's not going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
I've seen some wishful thinking
Right.
on why,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
But no, I have not seen any compelling argument. AI models are getting that good.
Yep.
They're going to keep training them.
Yep.
And it's not going to be perfect, but of course, it just needs to be better than people.
Absolutely. And I think when it comes to business, small to medium business, we say that phrase all the time because that's who we're trying to talk to. I think about an example with Starbucks years ago that I heard, and I thought it was great and genius. But essentially, a new CEO came in, and one of the things he noticed was the employees were, they were making orders, getting orders done, whatever. And then their inventory and everything else they do was super complicated. So he used technology so that they didn't have to do that. And then it gave them time to actually interact with customers that wanted to be interacted with, whatever. Like, that's kind of the way Starbucks kind of started off,
Wow.
the interaction, right? So I think there are so many positive to AI. And I think as a business, it's like, well, if AI is taking care of a lot of these different tasks, it can open up more of the human relationship with what you do within your business. And that can be a much richer, deeper experience for life, for your business, whatever else. Like that's a much, better thing. So I think there's positives to it in that sense. It really opens up like, well, I think even for what we do, like if there's more time for us to interact with our clients in a way of helping them to make more decisions instead of, all the menial kind of technical tasks being done and stuff like that, or, certain responses or scripts that are done, by AI, so that, maybe the tech or engineer can talk a little bit longer on the phone and maybe talk about something somebody had a question about, or just talk in general and figure out something, whatever. Like just, I think actually think it will engage more time. I think it'll give more time for engagement, for human, personal relationships or relationships, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think people need to get on it, take it serious. Because the other thing too, at least in the tech world, is like, you've heard like, oh yeah, AI, but we can't even get people to do MFA,
Right.
All these simple tasks, we still can't get people to do, security and everything else. We're like, yeah, we can't even get them to do that AI. But, but I just think it's one of those things. It's real. It's here. It's coming. It's going to be more than we can even comprehend.
Yeah. And maybe because it seems foreign when we say AI, neural network language model, LLM, whatever, because these are foreign terms, it makes it an unknown to people.
Yeah.
But to put it in terms that we know, these things people call AI are just computer programs. They're new programs.
Right.
And they're just able to do things that computer programs couldn't do before.
Yeah.
So just think about that. Think about the things in your life. If you've been around for, even 10 years in the business world, the things that computer programs could not do, and then the things that they could do.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
But it's just happening at a really big scale.
Yeah.
We're getting computer programs that can do a lot of things that they could not do.
Yeah.
And it really is probably similar. Probably the closest thing I can equate this to is the digital revolution, is the advent of business computing, right, in the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Business computing has been around and available really since the late 60s, 70s. I mean, it was before that, but really started to get broadly available.
Yeah.
And think how much it's improved since then.
Oh, absolutely.
We're in the early 70s.
Yeah.
At the latest of AI.
Yeah.
As a new way of having machines do things for us.
Yeah.
It's going to get that much better probably. It's going to keep getting better.
Yeah. Well, I think good takeaway as we're sitting here, I've got 500, well, it's more now. So I have over 600 emails in my inbox right now. I know somebody. He has thousands and thousands anyways. But I think a good takeaway is, a good place to start is Copilot. Get in there. If you are a business today, get in there, start using Copilot.
Call your IT.
Yep.
Say, I want Copilot.
Yep.
I want it for these users.
Yep.
And have them start using it.
Yep.
And you're going to be surprised.
Yep. And then start looking for a guide for AI. It could be your MSP, it could be an IT service. Maybe there's other services out there, but start looking
maybe
for
in your business.
Yeah.
Your business market. There's YouTube channels about using AI for your line of business.
So find a guide and start using it. Start messing around with it. So yeah. All right. Anything else?
It's a brave new world.
Brave new world, and don't say anything bad about the robots. Right.
I, for one, welcome my robot overlords.
That's right. All right.